Rain fell in some areas of Metro Cebu a couple of weeks ago, but that was only for a few minutes. The heat came back as the sun rose later that day. Today, the heat is back just where the Weather Bureau said it would be. We are still, after all, in the embrace of the El Nino phenomenon. This means that the rain that fell was part of the extended dry season. I doubt if the farmers in the Cebu Mountains ever decided to start planting any agricultural produce on that day, today, or in the coming days. Most of the farmers I became familiar with when I was younger had enough instinct to know if the rainy or wet season, also known as the planting season, has begun. I was in the Cebu Mountains when an El Nino episode hit the province. People left the farms and sought employment in the coal mines that dotted the Cebu Mountains. That episode in Cebu's history so seared my mind that several years later I wrote a short story about a young woman who killed her abusive father to protect her younger sister and her mother. The setting was in the Cebu Mountains that suffered from the effects of the El Nino phenomenon. While the Department of Education and local governments are focused on the effects of the extended dry season on the students, farms have gotten dry, and I expect the farmers in the mountains to start looking for jobs in the plains. The fragile springs in the Cebu Mountains have surely started to dry up. It is time for local governments to declare a state of calamity in the Cebu Mountains and begin providing help to the people in Cebu's upland areas. When Tomas Osmeña was the mayor, the Cebu city government would bring water to the parts upland barangays, but that was in the past. Nowadays, the Metro Cebu Water District is finding it hard to supply water, even to the lowland areas. Some concessionaires are already complaining of the lack of water from the faucets. I don't know what local governments are doing to prepare for the lack of water in the coming days. That problem is on top of the slow but sure disappearance of farm produce in the markets. The coming days are a test of the management capabilities of local government officials. The constant complaining should be over by now. It's time to put words into action and start preparing for the worst. Governor Gwendolyn Garcia and Cebu City Mayor Michael Rama should start preparing the Cebuanos for what could be the tragic days ahead. Thank you.